Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Priscilla and this is PHancyLyfe, and today I am doing a first impressions on a bunch of products. Mostly drugstore. I am notorious for having a lot of high end, so I was really trying to step outside my box. I was having a hard time finding a foundation that I liked. I tried the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, didn't like it. I tried the Clinique 2-in-1 concealer foundation, didn't like it. It made my skin really cakey. I have dry to combination skin, you know, normal to dry. I need a lot of hydration in my skin, so I have a few products, and if you'd like to see what I'm reviewing, just keep on watching. Okay, so let's get this first impressions started. First, I am going to prime my face with the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm. And everyone uses it because the main ingredient is glycerin, and that's kind of what you need to make your foundation stick. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my fingers and I'm going to rub it in my face. So now I'm going to let that sit. I am going to test out the Infallible, and my shade is 201 Classic Ivory because I am very pale. I have a very, very pale skin. So it claims that it will wear up to 24 hours, that it is a radiant finish. So it also says it has medium coverage, but I've heard you can build it up to full. It also says it's an air-light texture, which for me, I never really have a problem with. Like, if a foundation feels full coverage, that doesn't really bother me. I am going to be using my Morphe E6 brush, and it's a flat top kabuki. So I really like it because it's flat and I can buff it into my skin, but I can also stipple it. So we will do a little bit of both. And I'm going to pat it just to kind of get it around. Just patting it in. Okay, get a little bit more. I am going to build it up a bit. Buff it around. Let's see how well it covers my pimple. Yeah, does a pretty good job. It's in my hairline, so you might not even be able to see it. Alright, I'm actually really liking this foundation. It went on really, really nice. And I do see how radiant it makes my skin. You can kind of see just how radiant my skin looks. I really like it. Now I move on to concealer. I am actually trying out the Naked Skin by Decay. I am in Fair Neutral. And I've had a really hard time finding a drugstore concealer that is actually fair enough for me. And I knew that the Fair Neutral in the Urban Decay Naked Skin was going to be a good color for me. But I like the way this smells immediately. It reminds me of just a lot of the Urban Decay, a lot of their products. And I like the doe foot applicator. I know I've heard a lot of people say that they like that. And I'm actually trying this little mini beauty blender. I already wetted it, so it came a little bit smaller, and it comes in a 2-pack, purple and a light purple. And they're called the Bungalow Beauty, and they were only $2.99 for this pack. And I know, you know, Beauty Blender makes little ones like this for your under eyes, so I just thought I would give it a try. Okay, I'm thinking it's gonna be a little bit too small, so I also have my Real Techniques one right here. I have a beauty blender, but I figured I'd try and keep this drugstore as best as I could, even though I was going through the Naked Skin. So, okay, now I'm going to actually just take my Morphe E6 and just kind of pat everything in. And now I am going to bake. I actually ordered on Amazon the Airspun loose face powder, and I have mine in translucent. I just want to bake because I crease so quickly. So we'll see how the Naked Concealer does as well. I already took off the seal and everything because I didn't really want to do that on camera. I know what it looks like, and I'm just going to pat some into the cap. Get some out. So I'm just going to take my Real Techniques sponge and get it in there. And I'm first going to take my finger because my under eyes crease so fast. I'm just going to rub it in. Make sure that it didn't crease. And I'm just going to put this under my eyes. Okay. Take a little bit more. And my sponge. Get on the sides of my nose because that creases as well. Oh, I like this a lot. It does smell kind of like an old lady. But I'm not really sensitive to smell. So now I'm actually going to take my Naked Concealer again. And I am going to highlight my nose, boop, my forehead, and I actually really like this doe foot. It's nice and flexible. My cupid's bow, and my chin. And pat this in. Okay, we're going to move on to contouring. Well, bronzing and contouring. So I also picked up, I know this is limited edition, but it's the L'Oreal Glam Bronze. Okay, and I am in light, of course, I'm pale. So we'll see how this looks, or how it looks on my finger. It does have a bit of shimmer, which I'm okay with because I like that radiant glow. So I'm just going to take a nice angled fluffy brush. I'm going to take it under where I'm baking. A bit more. Get my temples. I like this a lot. It doesn't have any sort of smell. Not like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Now that smells so good. That's a smell that I could have on my face all day long. I like the way it looks, actually. Actually going to clean up my contour a bit. But if you are sensitive to smells, you might have a really hard time with this. So, go under my contour. Stamp it out. Okay, throw a little bake on my chin. Alright, so we're gonna let that bake, and I am actually going to do my eyebrows really quick. So I'm just gonna take my Morphe E2. We're just gonna dust away the baking. Oh, it blends really nice. Like, I think I really like this powder. And I've tried the Laura Mercier, and I'm a broke college kid, and I can't afford $38 every time I need a new powder. So you can see the nice contour that that bronzer gave. I'm going to move on to blush. And I picked up a blush that I have really, 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 really wanted to try. It is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. And it is like a bronzy, corally pink. I don't even know how to explain it. So, I can give you a little swatch. This is kind of what it looks like. Yeah. So, I'm just going to take my Real Techniques 300 brush. And I really, really like the Real Techniques, the Bold Metals collection. My Real Techniques stippling brush. And just kind of blend it out a little bit. This makes it a little bit softer. Okay, so now I'm back. I applied my lashes. I finished my under eyes, and I added my lips. And in case anyone's wondering, I'm wearing pale pink. It's a matte lipstick by NYX. It's like a really pretty pink. And then I put the Butter Gloss in Apple Strudel. It's just like a really pretty coral. I'm going to kind of go over the products and what I thought about them. I really liked the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, but the real test is if it lasts. So I'm actually going to the fair today, and here in Michigan it is about 85 degrees and full on humidity. So we will see how that lasts. I really liked the way it felt. I can still smell it. In case anyone was wondering, I can still smell the kind of manly cologne smell. But all in all, I really liked it. My opinion on the Infallible is I loved it. It didn't settle into my fine lines on my forehead. I really liked it, and the color was really great, and it applied really nice, and I think it was like $13. All in all, I really liked it. My Urban Decay concealer, loved it. Absolutely loved it. Loved the applicator, loved the color, loved the way it's so far not creasy. The Airspun, once again, like I said, it does have a smell. So if you don't like smells, I can't really smell it anymore. I can't say I smell it anymore, so I wouldn't worry about it. But if initial smells bother you, don't even purchase it. The bronzer, fabulous. Love this. If it wasn't limited edition, I'd repurchase it. And once again, I am in the shade light. And once again, I'm in Classic Ivory for the foundation. And the Luminoso blush, love this. I want to find more of the Milani Baked Blush, but I like this shade a lot. So, that's it. And I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave comments below. I really want to find out what people want to see on my channel. I can do hair, I can do makeup. As you can kind of see, my hair is relatively short. I had it much shorter before, and it's a hot mess today. If you have any questions or want to leave any comments, I would absolutely love that. And thank you for stopping by my channel.